How did a 20-year-old ascend to the throne of a small kingdom and create one of the largest empires in history within just a decade? Here's where it gets even crazier. Imagine never losing a single battle while conquering most of the known world by your early 30s. Alexander the Great did just that. Alexander the Great remains one of the most fascinating figures in human history, renowned for his military genius, ambition, and vision. His conquests reshaped the ancient world, blending cultures and creating legacies that endure to this day. In this video, we'll delve into his life, from his upbringing and leadership to his unmatched strategies and the empire that changed history. Was he a visionary uniting the world or a ruthless conqueror driven by personal glory? By the end, you'll decide. Stay tuned for an epic journey into the life of Alexander the Great, a man whose name has echoed through centuries as the epitome of greatness. Early life. Born in 356 BCE in Pella, the capital of Macedon, Alexander was the son of King Philip II and Queen Olympias. His childhood was anything but ordinary. Philip, a military genius, taught him the art of war, while Olympias instilled in him a deep sense of destiny, claiming he was descended from Achilles and the gods. At 13, Alexander became a pupil of Aristotle, one of history's greatest philosophers. Under Aristotle, Alexander studied philosophy, science, medicine, and ethics, laying the intellectual foundation for his future leadership. His early life also showcased his ambition and courage, most famously when he tamed the untamable horse, Bucephalus, at just 12 years old. This act symbolized his determination to conquer the impossible, a trait that defined his life. Even as a boy, Alexander's vision extended far beyond Macedon, setting the stage for his extraordinary destiny. Rise to power. Alexander's rise to power was sudden and dramatic. In 336 BCE, his father, King Philip II, was assassinated during a celebration, leaving the 20-year-old Alexander to inherit the throne. The young king immediately faced internal rebellions and external threats. Some Greek city-states, including Thebes, saw Philip's death as an opportunity to regain independence. But Alexander acted swiftly. He crushed the rebellion in Thebes with such decisiveness that the city was destroyed, serving as a warning to others. Within months, he secured his authority over Greece and was appointed leader of the Corinthian League, uniting the city-states under his command. With Greece stabilized, Alexander turned his attention to fulfilling his father's ambition, conquering the Persian Empire. His rise was not just about inheritance, it was a demonstration of his military skill, political acumen, and unwavering determination to achieve greatness. Military leadership. Alexander's military career remains unparalleled. Over 12 years of campaigns, he never lost a single battle. His genius lay in his ability to adapt his strategies to any situation. At the Battle of Gaugamela in 331 BCE, Alexander faced Darius III of Persia, whose army outnumbered his own more than 2-1. Yet, Alexander's brilliant use of the Macedonian phalanx, combined with lightning-fast cavalry maneuvers, led to a decisive victory. Alexander's leadership style was another key to his success. He fought alongside his men, shared their hardships, and inspired unwavering loyalty. His ability to lead from the front earned him the respect of his troops, who were willing to follow him to the ends of the earth. These qualities, combined with his strategic brilliance, established Alexander as one of history's greatest military leaders. Tactics and strategy. Alexander's military tactics and strategies revolutionized warfare. The Macedonian phalanx, a formation of heavily armed infantry with long spears, formed the backbone of his army. But it was Alexander's use of combined arms, infantry, cavalry, and siege weapons, that set him apart. He adapted his tactics to suit different terrains and enemies, from the deserts of Persia to the rugged mountains of Bactria. Psychological warfare was another hallmark of his strategy. Before battles, Alexander often used propaganda to demoralize his enemies. His daring actions, such as crossing the Hellespont into Asia with just 40,000 men, showcased his audacity and ability to turn risk into opportunity. His ability to think several steps ahead, exploit weaknesses, and inspire confidence in his troops made him unstoppable on the battlefield, ensuring his legacy as a master tactician. Conquests and Expansion. Alexander's conquests reshaped the ancient world. Beginning with his invasion of Persia in 334 BCE, he systematically dismantled the once mighty empire of Darius III. After victories at Granicus, Issus, and Gaugamela, Alexander declared himself king of Asia. But he didn't stop there. Marching into Egypt, he founded Alexandria, a city that became a center of culture and learning for centuries. From there, he pushed into Mesopotamia, Central Asia, and eventually the Indian subcontinent, defeating King Porus at the Battle of the Hydaspes. His empire spanned 3 continents, stretching from Greece to India, covering over 2 million square miles. Yet, Alexander wasn't just a conqueror, he was a visionary. By founding cities and encouraging cultural exchange, he laid the groundwork for the Hellenistic era, a blend of Greek, Persian, and other traditions that transformed the ancient world. Personal traits and leadership style. Alexander's leadership style was as complex as his personality. He was known for his charisma, bravery, and ability to inspire loyalty. Leading by example, he fought on the front lines, enduring the same dangers as his soldiers. This earned him the respect and devotion of his army, who followed him across deserts, mountains, and rivers without hesitation. However, Alexander's ambition often pushed him to extremes. He could be ruthless, executing those he deemed threats to his rule, including close friends. His drive to achieve glory sometimes alienated his own men, particularly during the later stages of his campaigns. Despite these flaws, his vision of a unified empire where diverse cultures coexisted underpinned his actions. Alexander's leadership was a mix of idealism and pragmatism, making him one of the most enigmatic figures in history. Legacy. Alexander the Great's legacy endures more than 2,300 years after his death. While his empire fragmented after his untimely demise in 323 BCE, his influence persisted. The cities he founded, especially Alexandria in Egypt, became centers of trade, culture, and learning. His conquest spread Greek culture and language across the ancient world, creating the Hellenistic civilization that blended Greek, Persian, Egyptian, and Indian influences. This cultural fusion transformed art, science, and governance, leaving a lasting imprint on history. However, his legacy is also marked by debate. Was he a visionary leader seeking to unite the world or a conqueror driven by personal ambition? Regardless of interpretation, Alexander remains a symbol of ambition, determination, and greatness, inspiring leaders and thinkers across generations. Controversies and flaws. Alexander's story is not without controversy. While his conquests brought progress, they also caused immense destruction. Entire cities were razed, and countless lives were lost during his campaigns. His ambition sometimes turned into hubris, as seen in his declaration of divinity and insistence on being worshipped as a god. His relationships were equally complex. He executed his general Parmenion and close friend Clitus in fits of paranoia, showcasing his darker side. Furthermore, his relentless push for expansion led to the exhaustion of his army, forcing him to abandon his plans to conquer Arabia. Was Alexander a hero or a tyrant? His legacy lies in this duality, making him one of the most fascinating and debated figures in history. Conclusion. Alexander the Great's life was short but extraordinary. In just 12 years, he built an empire that forever changed the world. From his military conquests to his cultural impact, Alexander's achievements remain unparalleled. But his story raises questions. Was his ambition worth the cost of so much destruction? What would the world have looked like if he had lived longer? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into history, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories from the past. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.